Hi, my name's Steve Luca. I'm a physical therapist and athletic trainer for MedStar Sports Medicine. And the goal of me in the clinic as a physical therapist when treating a thrower is to get them to have a mechanically efficient throwing motion that will keep them pain-free and healthy while they're playing baseball. So today we're going to go over 5 points that most people that treat throwers and work with throwers and teach mechanics pretty much universally agree upon. Ryan, come on in. Our first point, we always want to stride right to the target that we're throwing at. So if you don't stride to the target, then you're going to put your arm at disadvantages we don't want, which will cause some undue stress on your elbow and your shoulder. Second, we want to keep your head going towards the target and your eyes are going to be parallel. We don't want you to throw your head too quickly to the left as a righty and too quickly to the right as a lefty. When he moves his head too quickly off to the side, now you're asking for problems. This is when you get an incredible amount of stress on the inside of your elbow and the front of your shoulder, which will come and then come across his body. This causes what we call an impingement, which also can irritate your labrum. Third point, you never want to see their arm straight at any point during the motion. What we found is when you drop your arm down straight, what's going to happen is when you get to this launching period, you will launch too early. We want you to launch out here. We don't want you to launch here. When you launch here, all of a sudden your elbow becomes susceptible and the front of your shoulder. We also do not want you to bring the end of your humerus, we call it, this is your arm, above shoulder height. But if you get a little higher, what happens is, again, you'll have to launch late. And you always see these guys, they'll come, their head will tilt off to the side. These are the guys you almost always see injure the inside of their elbow. Our fourth point, we always want your glove in front of your chest, 5 to 10 inches in front. If you have your arm down here, one, the amount of, why don't you pull forward, right? The amount of pressure and power you can get here is not very good. But if his hand is here, now pull, see, he can pull me straight through. Takes a lot of stress off your elbow and your shoulder, and it's much more mechanically efficient slot for the arm and for your throw. Now our last point is when we're releasing the ball, we always teach people to pronate and internally rotate their shoulder and pronate their forearm. This puts them in a great deceleration pattern and takes a lot of stress off their shoulder and their elbow. If you follow these 5 tips that we just went over, hopefully you will stay pain-free, have a mechanically more efficient throwing motion, and play healthy.